The Amish people live a life apart, choosing an older path that values simplicity and hard work. Their way of life is a conscious decision to embrace traditions that many have left behind. In a world that is constantly evolving with technology and modern conveniences, the Amish have chosen to remain steadfast in their commitment to a simpler, more grounded existence. They understand the land deeply, seeing it as a gift to be cared for. This profound connection to the earth is evident in the way they tend to their crops and animals. Every action they take is done with a sense of reverence and responsibility, ensuring that the land remains fertile and productive for future generations. Their farms, though small, are full of life, working with the rhythms of nature. The diversity of crops and the presence of animals create a balanced ecosystem where everything has its place. This harmony is not just beneficial for the environment, but it also provides the Amish with a sustainable source of food and income. This connection to the land shapes their daily lives and guides their choices. From sunrise to sunset, their activities are dictated by the needs of the farm and the changing seasons. This rhythm fosters a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment, as every member of the family contributes to the well-being of the community. Their communities are built on cooperation, sharing knowledge about living well on the land. This collective wisdom is passed down through generations, ensuring that everyone benefits from the shared experiences and insights. The sense of community is strong, with neighbors often coming together to help each other during planting and harvest seasons. They seek sustainability, wanting their farms and way of life to endure. This commitment to sustainability is evident in their farming practices, which prioritize long-term health of the soil and water resources. By using techniques such as crop rotation, composting, and natural pest control, the Amish ensure that their farms remain productive without depleting the land. The Amish farm is a place of balance where animals and crops work together. Livestock provide natural fertilizer for the crops, while the crops in turn provide feed for the animals. This symbiotic relationship reduces the need for chemical fertilizers and pesticides, creating a healthier environment for both the farmers and the ecosystem. The family is central to the farm, with everyone having a role. From a young age, children are taught the value of hard work and the importance of contributing to the family's livelihood. This not only instills a strong work ethic, but it also strengthens family bonds as everyone works together towards common goals. They respect the limits of nature, working within these limits as a form of wisdom. This respect is reflected in their careful management of resources and their avoidance of practices that could harm the environment. By working with nature rather than against it, the Amish demonstrate a deep understanding of ecological balance. This respect is a reminder of an older understanding we often forget in our rush for more. In a world that is increasingly disconnected from the natural world, the Amish way of life serves as a powerful example of how we can live in harmony with the land. Their practices offer valuable lessons for anyone seeking to create a more sustainable and fulfilling way of life. Modern farming uses a lot of water, often draining aquifers faster than they can refill. This excessive use of water resources is a growing concern, especially in regions where water is already scarce. Farmers rely heavily on groundwater to irrigate their crops, but this practice is not sustainable in the long run. Aquifers, which are underground layers of water-bearing rock, take thousands of years to form. When we extract water from them faster than nature can replenish, we risk depleting these vital resources permanently. Additionally, diverting rivers for irrigation disrupts natural ecosystems. Rivers are the lifeblood of many habitats, supporting a diverse range of flora and fauna. When we alter their course to meet agricultural demands, we not only affect the wildlife that depends on these water bodies, but also the communities downstream that rely on them for drinking water and sanitation. The balance of nature is delicate, and our interventions often have far-reaching consequences. This approach is not sustainable, with much of the water wasted through evaporation and runoff. Inefficient irrigation systems exacerbate the problem, leading to significant water loss. For instance, traditional flood irrigation methods can result in up to 50% of water being lost before it even reaches the crops. Modern techniques like drip irrigation and sprinkler systems can reduce this waste, but they are not yet widely adopted due to cost and lack of awareness. Runoff pollutes rivers and streams, carrying chemicals from fertilizers and pesticides. These pollutants can have devastating effects on aquatic life, leading to dead zones where no fish or plants can survive. Moreover, contaminated water poses serious health risks to humans, especially in rural areas where people depend on local water sources for their daily needs. The impact of agricultural runoff is a pressing environmental issue that requires immediate attention and action. The cost of this waste is high, affecting our environment and future ability to grow food. Droughts are becoming more frequent and severe, exacerbated by climate change and unsustainable farming practices. Depleted water sources mean that farmers struggle to maintain their crops, leading to lower yields and higher food prices. The environmental damage caused by over-extraction and pollution is not just a local issue, it has global repercussions, affecting food security and economic stability worldwide. Industrial agriculture aims for maximum output, often ignoring long-term costs. The focus on high-yield crops and monoculture farming depletes soil nutrients and increases dependency on chemical fertilizers and pesticides. This cycle of intensive farming practices leads to further environmental degradation and a vicious cycle of dependency on artificial inputs. The short-term gains of industrial farming come at the expense of long-term sustainability and ecological health. The depletion of water resources is a serious issue, with many parts of the world facing water scarcity. Farmers in arid regions are particularly vulnerable, as they compete for dwindling water supplies. The global water crisis is not just a future threat, it is a present reality that demands urgent action. Innovative solutions and sustainable practices are essential to address this challenge and ensure that we can continue to feed a growing population. We must think differently about water, understanding its true value and farming in ways that conserve it. Sustainable farming practices such as crop rotation, organic farming, and the use of cover crops can help maintain soil health and reduce water usage. Water-conserving irrigation methods like drip irrigation and rainwater harvesting are crucial in making agriculture more sustainable. Farmers around the world are adopting these innovative techniques, showing that it is possible to grow food while preserving our precious water resources. The health of our land and the future of our food supply depend on it. By embracing sustainable practices and valuing water as the precious resource it is, we can ensure a resilient and productive agricultural system for generations to come. The choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow, and it is our responsibility to steward the Earth's resources wisely. The Amish offer a different way, growing vegetables with much less water. They have mastered the art of conserving this precious resource through old wisdom and careful farming. By using traditional tools and techniques passed down through generations, their methods are simple yet effective. These techniques include crop rotation, companion planting, and the use of organic fertilizers, rooted in frugality and a commitment to a simple life. The Amish community values sustainability and self-sufficiency. Many Amish farms do not have elaborate irrigation systems. Instead, they rely on natural rainfall and manual watering methods, relying on nature and their own ingenuity. Rainwater harvesting is a common practice, where they collect and store rainwater for future use. This forces them to be smart about water, using it sparingly as a precious gift. They constantly monitor soil moisture levels to ensure optimal water usage, using it sparingly as a precious gift. Their farms are often lush and green, even during dry spells. Their farms are often productive and resilient, able to withstand dry spells better than many modern farms. This resilience is a testament to their sustainable practices, able to withstand dry spells better than many modern farms. By focusing on soil health and water conservation, they create a robust farming system. We can learn from their example, adapting their techniques to save water and grow food more sustainably. Workshops and educational programs are available to teach these methods, adapting their techniques to save water and grow food more sustainably. By integrating these practices into modern agriculture, we can create a more sustainable future for all. One key Amish technique is mulching, using natural materials like straw, shredded leaves, or wood chips. Mulch acts like a protective blanket, keeping moisture in the soil and reducing evaporation. This means plants need less watering, especially during dry periods. Besides saving water, mulch suppresses weeds and regulates soil temperature. As mulch breaks down, it adds organic matter to the soil, improving its structure and fertility. The Amish see mulch as part of building healthy living soil, contributing to a cycle of improvement. The Amish are skilled at harvesting rainwater, using simple gutter systems to collect it from roofs. The collected rainwater is stored in barrels or cisterns and used for watering gardens, livestock and washing tools. This practice reduces their reliance on wells and municipal water, providing greater self-sufficiency and saving money. Storing rainwater requires clean, covered containers to prevent mosquitoes. This simple, durable system fits with their value of simplicity and can be adopted by anyone. Even a small rain barrel can collect a surprising amount of water, making the most of what nature provides. The Amish often grow heirloom varieties of vegetables, well adapted to local growing conditions. These plants are more resistant to local pests and diseases, and often more drought-tolerant. Heirloom varieties have developed root systems that can seek out water, surviving with less moisture. This makes them ideal for water-saving gardens, working with nature rather than against it. By choosing drought-tolerant plants, the Amish reduce their watering needs from the start. For home gardeners, seeking out heirloom seeds suited to the local climate is a smart strategy. The foundation of Amish water-wise gardening is healthy soil, a living ecosystem full of microorganisms and organic matter. Healthy soil acts like a sponge, absorbing and holding water effectively. The Amish build soil health through crop rotation and adding organic matter like animal manure and compost. This improves soil structure, making it better at holding water and providing nutrients for plants. Healthy soil needs less irrigation, and plants grown in it are stronger and more resilient to stress. For any gardener, improving soil health is the most important step to growing healthy plants with less water. The wisdom of the Amish can be brought into our own gardens. Start with mulching, applying a thick layer of organic mulch around your plants to conserve soil moisture and reduce weeds. Consider collecting rainwater with a simple rain barrel connected to a downspout. Choose drought-tolerant plants suited to your local climate. Improve your soil by adding compost each year, avoiding chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Water deeply but less frequently, encouraging plant roots to grow deeper and find more moisture. The Amish methods offer more than garden tips. They offer a way of living in harmony with the earth. Conserving water is about responsibility and protecting a vital resource for the future. By adopting water-wise practices, we cultivate a deeper connection to the land and appreciate natural cycles. This kind of gardening is satisfying, providing healthy food and a sense of accomplishment. The challenge of water scarcity is real, affecting communities worldwide. Sustainable